Fun fact, Lucille Ball was a pioneer in integrating advertising into her shows. She famously endorsed several products, including her own line of Vita Mita Vegemin, a fictional health tonic in a classic episode that became one of her most memorable moments. In real life, she also endorsed various brands, such as Jell-O and Maxwell House Coffee, often incorporating them into the storyline of her shows, which helped to blur the lines between entertainment and advertising. This innovative approach set a precedent for how brands could engage with audiences through television.
It's the Lucy Show, starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Vivian Vance.
You were being electrocuted. I was dancing. Oh, you were dancing? Well, you looked like an Indian trying to make it rain. I was listening to the radio. Oh. You got some lipstick on your nose. Oh, dear. You got some on your ear, too. Oh, must have put my makeup on in a hurry. Don't you look in the mirror? In the morning? Are you kidding? I used to hate to look in the mirror in the morning, but I got over it. How? Well, now that I don't see so good anymore, I don't look so bad. That's funny. I know what you mean.
And now, ladies, our morning magazine of the air turns to the beauty page.
You know, maybe our worries are over. Lady Cynthia is going to announce a new scientific beauty discovery today.
And now, here is Lady Cynthia and her beauty tips.
Good morning, ladies. How would you like to have your biggest beauty problem behind you?
That's where mine is now.
Visit the new beauty salon of Dr. Hugo Fleischer, the famous Viennese beautician. For only $25, Dr. Fleischer gives you a complete beauty treatment that makes you look years younger. He tests your skin with special vitamins and nutrients until he finds out exactly what you are deficient in.
Oh, I know what we're deficient in. What? $25. Gee, I'd love to try that Dr. Fleischer's treatment. Well, where are you going to get the $25? Well, Mr. Mooney will be here this morning. Mr. Mooney? Well, he's never refused to give me money for a doctor. Doctor? Dr. Fleischer is a beautician. Well, but he is a doctor. Why, Lucille Carmichael. Well, at least it's the truth. It's about the least truth I ever heard.
Oh, Mrs. Carmichael.
It's Mr. Mooney. Look, I'm going to tell him that I'm going to go to a doctor for a checkup. Viv, do I look run down? How do I know? I never saw you at your peak. Oh.
Good morning, Mr. Carmichael.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney. Sorry I took so long answering the door, but I just don't seem to have any pep lately.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, in that case, I won't hold things up. I just dropped by to give you your weekly allowance check.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mooney. And will you please write me an extra check for $25?
No, not even with invisible ink. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, I've told you time and time again, I will give you no more money.
But it's not for me, Mr. Mooney. Just make the check out to Dr. Hugo Fleischer.
Mrs. Carmichael, you haven't even spent the money I just gave you. Now, you have no idea the value of a doctor.
Yes, I thought I'd go for a checkup.
Oh, well, for a thing like that. Well, of course, yes, indeed. I hope you're not ill.
Oh, no, it's nothing serious. I've just been feeling a little run down lately, that's all. Well, you know what they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Very sensible, very sensible. I wish I'd become a doctor now that they're getting $25 an ounce. Oh,
yeah, this will be fine. We can put the camera in here. Bennett, bring that camera in. Is the microphone plugged in?
I checked. Excuse me, Doc. All right, boys, bring the camera right in here. We'll hide it in that alcove.
Well, we're all set up, Dr. Fleischer.
Are you sure this won't be bad for my business?
Bad? This will be the greatest publicity you ever had. Look, my television program, The Boiling Point, has millions of viewers.
Millions?
Sure. And this week on Boiling Point, we're going to show just how much abuse the average woman will take for the sake of beauty without losing her temper, you see?
But if she loses her temper, I lose a customer now.
Oh, of course not. American women are great sports. And once we tell them they're on television, they go along with the gang.
Here comes our first pigeon.
Go get him.
Right.
Okay, fellas, get that camera in there, huh? Now, Doctor, if you'll just wait in here,
I
please.
don't know
You
if
can
this
hear
is the
everything
right
right
thing to do.
Doctor, don't worry about a
The
thing.
reputation of
Doctor,
my business.
trust me.
Right this way.
Thank you.
Herr Doctor.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Doctor.
May I help you?
Well, yes, I'm Mrs. Carmichael, and I heard on the radio about your wonderful beauty discovery, and that for $25 I could get a beauty checkup.
Do you have an appointment?
No.
Do you have $25?
Yes.
Then you have an appointment.
Thank you.
My assistant Hans will seat you.
Thank you.
Please, right here.
Oh, okay.
Here. Sit down.
Now, what is your problem?
Well, I don't really have a problem. I just want you to make me look pretty.
She wants it.
You'll have to forgive Hans. He's very outspoken. So you want me to make you look pretty, huh?
Yes, sir.
Then I must ask you how old you are.
Why?
Well, I want to know how much time there is left.
Please, lady, don't shout.
Now just sit back and relax. Carmichael, I'm a very busy man.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to do that.
Now, Mrs. Carmichael. Mrs. Carmichael, I do not pamper my clients. Now, if you don't want my beauty consultation, then you can just
I
leave.
want it.
Then sit still.
Yes.
Now, we shall start by first checking you for classification.
Yes.
Classification, right?
Aha! Check that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a big one here.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not nice.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yes, after careful study, I have finally reached a conclusion.
What is it?
Your beauty care comes under classification D.
Classification D?
Disaster area. Now, just sit back and relax. You do that once more and out you go.
Well, I'm sorry. I just don't...
Now, Mrs. Carmichael, if you don't want my treatments, you
But
can
I
walk
want it.
out.
I want it.
Then you gotta sit still.
Now we try out some of our famous beauty creams made out of different foods and vitamins.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First, we will start with our Italian base.
Yes, sir.
You ever notice how those Italian women have nice olive complexions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what is it in their diets that gives them this complexion?
Olive oil?
Oh,
No.
tomato paste and provolone cheese.
Paste and provolone cheese.
Yes, Hans. We shall start with the tomato paste. We put a little dab on the side of the cheese. And just put it there. Now, Hans. Hans, with the cheese. Cheese. Already the pores are nourishing themselves, huh? Do you feel anything?
No, but I can smell the provolone.
Now we try our protein. Huh?
What's that?
Tuna fish.
Tuna fish.
The oil does wonders for the skin.
Oh.
That's right. Wunderbar. How's that?
Well, at least I can't smell the provolone anymore.
And now, our most famous combination formula, guaranteed to give every woman a peaches and cream complexion.
Oh, what is it?
Peaches and cream.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
First, the peaches.
Peaches. There we go. Open your mouth.
Now, Hans, make with the cream.
The cream. Right.
One more time, Hans.
One more time.
One more time.
All right.
To do that.
That's the big idea.
Stop! Stop, gentlemen, stop!
Now, there's nothing to get upset about, Dr. Fleischer.
Dr. Fleischer?
This joke has gone far enough.
Joke?
Yeah, sure, it was all a joke. You see, we were just...
It was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
No, wait a minute. Mrs. Carmichael, that's all it's like. Found your boiling point.
You found my what?
Your boiling point. Mrs. Carmichael, you're on television. Look.
On my what? Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, I must look a sight. Hello, Sam. Hello, Jerry, Chris, and Jerry. Oh.
Now, Mrs. Carmichael, if you'll just sign this release,
I had no idea.
you'll receive a 5-year supply of fly paper.
Oh, thank you. I must look awful.
I must say, Mrs. Carmichael, you've been a wonderful sport.
Well,
right,
thank
Pete?
you.
Oh,
Thank
she was
you.
better than the one we had last week.
Mrs. Carmichael, now I will give you a real beauty treatment.
Oh, well,
Please come. I'm sorry about all this.
Oh, that's all right. I rather enjoyed it, if you must know.
Oh, well, come on.
I really...
Question 1. What does Lucy tell Mr. Mooney she needs $25 for? 1. Yard work. 2. A doctor's appointment. 3. A trip to Brazil. Question 1. What does Lucy tell Mr. Mooney she needs $25 for? 1. Yard work. 2. A doctor's appointment. 3. A trip to Brazil. The answer, she tells him it is for a doctor's appointment.
Lucy, you look absolutely beautiful. Oh, Viv, stop exaggerating. Even Dr. Fleischer can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. He did, too. Oh, Viv, do you really mean what you said? Yes, for the 10th time, you look absolutely beautiful. Well, I think it's the best $25 I ever spent. You mean it's the best $25 you ever wheedled out of Mr. Mooney? And you got a 5-year supply of fly paper. Yeah, how about that? That's something. I'll get it. Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Good afternoon, Mrs.
What a
Carmichael.
surprise.
Good afternoon, Miss Bagley.
Well,
Mrs. Carmichael, I got to thinking about your going to the doctor for a checkup, and, well, I became rather concerned, and you were here.
Oh, Mr. Mooney. Oh, thank you. Oh, and candy. Well, now, there's no reason for concern. A lot of people go for checkups.
Oh, I know, but you're different. Yes. Well, I mean, I just never could think of you as being sick.
Oh.
Physically, that is.
Oh, Viv, would you put these in water so they'll stay fresh?
Yes, and I'll open the candy so it won't get stale.
Oh, well, well, won't you sit down, Mr. Mooney?
Oh, thank you.
My goodness, I didn't realize that you could be so sentimental.
Why, Mrs. Carmichael, just because I deal in cold cash doesn't mean that I have a cold heart.
Oh, well, of course not. Well, it's a wonderful thing to know that you're the kind of person who can understand how somebody else feels.
Oh, my. I must get back to the bank.
Oh, you have to leave so
Yes.
soon?
Goodbye, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, goodbye, Mr. Mooney.
Goodbye, Mrs. Bagley.
Bye, Mr. Moon.
Down.
Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes?
I do hope you can forgive me for some of the unkind things I might have said to you in the past. Because when I thought of the possibility of you being ill, I was overcome with remorse.
Oh.
I realized I shouldn't blame a woman like you just because you don't know anything about finance and budgets and economy. After all, you can't help being stupid.
You know, Viv, Mr. Mooney does have a good heart.
I wonder how good his heart will be if he finds out that Dr. Fleischer's a beautician. Suppose he sees you on television.
Yipe! He can't see me on television. What am I going to do, Viv?
Well, you're just going to have to keep him from showing the show, that's all.
I got to go see that Mr. Patterson right away.
Yeah, you go see him now, Lucy. Come on, you better hurry, too. Now, if he gives you any argument, you stick up for your rights now. Tell him that you will sue him.
Oh, I wouldn't want to do a thing like that. I want to be real nice, Viv. You know, you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar.
Who needs honey? We got a 5-year supply of fly paper.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Carmichael, but your show is scheduled to go on the air this Thursday.
But, Mr. Patterson, I have very personal reasons for not wanting to be seen on television. Can't you understand?
I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh. If there's nothing you can do about it, then I am going to get a lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Remember this piece of paper?
What's that?
It's our signed agreement for your appearance on our television show.
I signed that?
You sure did.
Well, then I want it right now.
Now, Mrs. Carmichael, you signed this of your own free will.
But, Mr.
And I'm afraid
Patterson.
there's nothing we can...
Patterson,
Excuse
Mr. Patterson.
me? Yes.
Say, we just ran a rough timing on Wednesday's show.
Yeah, how'd it time out?
Well, we're about a minute short.
Does that include the last commercial?
Including everything, we're still a minute short.
Well, we'll just have to dream up some kind of a funny finish that runs about a minute.
Okay, when do you want to get together?
How about tonight? My wife's out of town. Maybe we can go someplace for dinner, huh?
Name it.
Hey, how about that French restaurant, the Can A Go Go?
Yeah, where the waitresses are dressed like can-can dancers?
Yeah, but I go there because the food is excellent.
You sly dog. First day she leaves, you're going to start.
Pete, I have someone in the office. I'll call you back. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, it's not the intention of our show to embarrass anyone, but you did sign an agreement.
Mr. Patterson, really, can't you believe me?
Mrs. Carmichael, I
I
don't have time to argue with you. I've got to get this to the film editor.
Oh.
Oh, you still here, Mrs. Carmichael?
I was looking for my gloves.
Don't forget to watch the program. I'd like to hear from you after the show.
Oh, well, you may hear from me before the show.
Hey, Pete, remember that Mrs. Carmichael?
You mean the kooky redhead in the beauty shop?
Yeah, I just got some more film on her. Stealing back her agreement.
What? Why, that's the sneakiest thing I ever heard of. How dare you do a thing like that? How dare you do a thing like that?
Again.
You found what again?
Your boiling point. Good work, fellas.
Well, you may think you have the last laugh, but you cannot put me on that program without my written permission. And I have that.
And our legal department has 12 photostatic copies.
Oh!
Oh, we got it again!
Question 2. What happens when Lucy tries to get her consent form back? 1. The producers trick her again. 2. It's too hot. 3. The dogs make too much noise. Question 2. What happens when Lucy tries to get her consent form back? 1. The producers trick her again. 2. It's too hot. 3. The dogs make too much noise. The answer, the producers trick her again as she tries to steal the form back.
Window washer?
Hey, what happened to Joe?
Joe?
Yeah, our regular window washer.
Oh, we're not here today.
Hey, I bet I know what happened. His wife had that baby, right?
Yeah.
Boy or girl?
Oh, it was a boy.
Hey, that's great. Here, the Joe's boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, go ahead. They're imported. $50 a box. I always say there's nothing like a good cigar, huh? Especially a good cigar like this. It makes you feel so relaxed, you know? So content. So masculine. You know, cigar smoking's about the only thing that women haven't taken up yet. But give them enough time, they'll probably catch on to that. You a regular cigar smoker?
Oh, yep, uh-huh.
Well, I guess you guys can afford it, huh? You make pretty good money. But you earn it. I wouldn't hang out that window for $1 million.
Bonjour, monsieur, bonjour.
Sure. Who are you?
My name is Gigi. I work at the Can-Can-A-Go-Go.
Oh? I had dinner there last night.
Oui, I found these under your table.
Well, thanks a lot, but these aren't mine.
Oh, I thought they belonged to you, Mr. Patterson.
Hey, how did you know my name?
Oh, from the television. I recognize you in the restaurant.
Oh, did you wait on me?
No, but next time maybe you sit at Gigi's table, n'est-ce pas?
Well, sure. I'm having dinner there again tonight. I'll ask for you.
Oh, merci, merci. You know, Mr. Patterson, you're even more handsome in person than you are on television.
Well, thanks a lot. Well, would you like a cup of coffee?
Oh, c'est magnifique.
How do you like your coffee? Noir or au lait?
How's that?
I guess my French isn't very good.
Oh, well, we can't be good all the time, can we?
by your,
Oh.
coffee.
Oh, you like? Well, then maybe you get Gigi on TV, huh?
Well,
I sing.
Oh?
Yes, when love comes in and takes you for a spin. Oh, la, 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 c'est magnifica. When every night your loved one holds you tight. Oh, la, 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 oh, c'est magnifica. Oh, la, 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 oh, la, la, la. Ooh la la la. Love walks in. Turnabout is fair play.
You!
Yes. And now let's see how much of a good sport you are.
Mrs. Carmichael, this is the worst trick, the most unethical thing I've ever heard of.
Congratulations, we just found your boiling point.
Mrs. Carmichael, look, if my wife sees that picture,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I just couldn't...
Exactly.
She won't understand what...
Yeah, I know.
All right, you win. Here's the film we took of you.
Thank you.
Now give me the picture you took of me.
We can't.
Well, why not?
Because there's no film in the camera.
Film? You mean you didn't take a picture of me?
Of course not. That wouldn't be nice. Ooh la 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 la.
Question 3. What does Lucy do to try to stop the program from airing? 1. She leaves the country. 2. She tricks the producer and gets it back. 3. Jumps out of an airplane. Question 3. What does Lucy do to try to stop the program from airing? 1. She leaves the country. 2. She tricks the producer and gets it back. 3. Jumps out of an airplane. The answer: she tricks the producer and gets the film back before it can air.